Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, and thank you for tuning back into St. Andrew TV, a cure for your Monday blues. I am your host, Andrew, and today we are revisiting more fancy gun spinning tricks. Today's lesson consists of the flat spin. So if you follow me along, let's take a look at the flat spin.
No one on the corner has a wagon like us. Hit me on my burner prepaid wireless. We pack and deliver like UPS trucks. Already gonna hell, just pumping that gas. All I wanna do is and ching and take your money. All I wanna do is and ching and take your money.
Before we get started, I'm going to mention that there are two variations of the flat spin. One where your index finger is straight up and the gun is spinning on the top of your hand, and then the other one is where your finger is pointing down and it's, you're holding it, suspending it almost across. That one is a little more demanding, and over here at St. Andrew TV Studios, we have not had time to practice and perfect that one. So the one we're going to be looking at today is on the top of our hand with our index finger pointed up. So what is the first thing that we do when we do these gun spinning tricks? Everyone with me now. This is rudimentary at this point. We're going to put our gun in a half cock, open the loading gate, and we are going to see if that gun is unloaded. Which it is. This is ready to rock and roll. So with our revolver being unloaded, this is a pretty simple gun spinning trick. Like I showed you, your hand is going to be flat, hence the name, flat spin, with your index finger pointed straight up. And here on the channel, we have done the forward spin. You've mastered that already. That's pretty easy. That's pretty self-explanatory at this point. All we're going to do is cock our wrist sideways, and that is what the flat spin is. It's going to go in a forward motion all the way back around, but this one is going to take a little more flick of the wrist to get it around because you are working with friction here. The side of the gun, the frame of the gun, is on your hand nearly the whole time. So all you do is you flick it forward like so, and the gun is going to come all the way around and is going to come back into, I guess, a firing position once you turn it back up. Like I said, flick that wrist, the gun's going to come all the way around, back forward, and that's when you can close it up. This is predominantly a forward spin. I would not recommend a backward spin. You're not going to get too much in terms of like momentum getting back if you try to flick it back, and it's probably just going to fall flat like you just saw there. So let's speed it up a little bit. You're going to have your gun like this. Make sure you have a good grasp on it. That index finger is going to be straight up, and you're going to flick your wrist, and it's going to be forward moving around back up into your desired position. That is a flat spin. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. This is kind of like a little accent piece to your gun spinning tricks. You can just, throw one of those in there when you're, twirling your pistols and, amazing the crowd with your skill. But if you watch closely, you're going to see that my wrist gets a flick forward and it comes back up like so. Let's turn over to the side now. Just like so. Remember, when you're doing these, you're doing it like a normal spin. You're opening up your fingers like that. Nothing should be touching the gun except for the index finger that is in the trigger guard. All you're doing is just adding a little bit of friction on the palm of your hand. And it's really that simple. I would even venture to guess it's so simple you could probably do it while you're eating dinner.
Flat spin. Backward spin. Forward spin. With the rotating spin. All while eating a hot dog.
And that's pretty much all there is to the flat spin. I appreciate everyone for coming this far into the video and enjoying, a new gun spinning trick that we learned here today. Maybe in the future we will get a little more adventurous and we'll go over the top where the pistol is suspended in air and we're really chancing it with sending that thing across the room. But that is for another day. There it is. That is flat spin part 1, so to speak. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed today's video, or leave me a comment stating what you liked or tell me what I should do next. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, but for those of you who have come across this video or the channel and you have yet to hit that big red button with those big bold white letters, think about doing so, because you're a daisy if you do.
Okay, great.